Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I'm not wearing any highlight or lips today. That's because I will be bringing you a first impression review, swatch, and comparison of the MannyMUA and Jeffree Star collab. Now, I did not pick up the bundle, so therefore I did not get the shade I'm Shook because the bundle was out of stock. And not only that, but I wasn't really interested in the bundle just because I didn't feel like I would wear I'm Shook. So I only have Daddy, which is the nudie shade, and the Eclipse highlighter. So if you're interested in watching, just go ahead. This is the highlighter. It is an all matte black packaging with kind of like a holographic tint to the text. And on the back you see that there's pink font with Eclipse being the largest. It comes with 15 grams of product, which has to be known as one of the largest highlighters on the market. I'm just going to go ahead and use my index finger to go ahead and swipe once and swatch it. And then I'm going to swatch it on the back of my hand. It is an icy peachy pink shade. And when I swatched it, it did feel a little bit drier than his other formulations. And when I say other formulations, I only own two other of his highlights, which is King Tut and Peach Goddess, which I am about to swatch Peach Goddess for you. Now this is Peach Goddess. It is part of his permanent line. Comes in the same exact packaging, different color scheme, also 15 grams of product. I'm going to go ahead and swatch it with my middle finger. As you can see, this is a peachier kind of formulation. One swipe, and I'm going to just put that right next to Eclipse. And as you can see, it glides on much better than Eclipse. It's not as dry, and the color payoff for one swipe is much more impactful than Eclipse. Now, this isn't to say that the Eclipse highlighter has a lower performance than his ordinary line. We'll be able to tell the difference once we go in and apply it with a highlighting brush. So I'm going to be applying this Eclipse highlighter to the face using Anastasia's A23 brush. It's their highlighting brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and dip into it like this. There isn't much fallout. It is quite glittery on the brush, but we'll see how it applies to the face. And surprisingly enough, it's applying much better to the face than by the finger swatch. For those of you that have not used a Jeffree Star highlighter, his highlighting formulation is, I believe it's supposed to be glittery, just because of the pearls he uses, and it's just supposed to be a little bit more high impact, therefore that's just how it is. And as you can see, it is very intense. So that is the Eclipse highlighter applied all over the face, and as you can see, it is very intense. I am an NC44 skin tone, but I feel like if you're darker, it may be a little bit harder for you to pull off. However, this highlighter is not, its only sole purpose isn't for the cheeks and the face. You can also use it for the eyes and the inner corner as a really bright inner corner highlight. So I feel like they did a really good job with this shade. I'm just going to go ahead and pop some into my inner corner using my pinky. Now it took some building to get that color payoff in the inner corner with my finger. Alright, so based off of the swatching on the face, it is safe to say that this highlighter, when swatched with the fingers, feels a little dry and it's harder to work with. However, when applied with a brush, it goes on flawlessly. This formulation isn't too glittery. It goes on much smoother in comparison to maybe the King Tut. When you put the King Tut one on, it is very, very highly impactive and pigmented. However, it does kind of cake up on the highlighting points if you go a little heavy-handed. However, what I found with this highlighter is you could go a little bit more heavy-handed. However, it applies much better. So that is the highlight. Now we're just going to go in with the lips. Now here's this shade Daddy. It is a kind of cool tone beige nude. It's very reminiscent of Celebrity Skin, however, it's cooler. His collection comes with a black cap. It is the only line in Jeffree Star's cosmetics line to have black caps. He is known to release limited edition products with different colored packaging. And we're just going to go ahead and apply it. Now this lipstick does not have a scent. And the formulation is very lightweight and thin, not creamy and not watery. Alright, so that is the lip on. As you can see, it is a very nude shade on my skin tone in particular. However, I very much so like it. This lip is very comfortable. I can barely even feel it on my lips, and it dried relatively quickly. However, there is some room to kind of move it around before it does dry down. So next, I'm just going to go ahead and swatch them on the back of my hand, like the comparisons of the lipstick, in order to show you how it relates to other shades in my collection. So this swatch right here is Daddy. It's very close to my skin tone, but it's a little bit cooler. And then this shade right next to it is Celebrity Skin. It is a much more nudie peach kind of shade in comparison to Daddy. Then I went ahead and swatched Dolce K as well. Right here. Dolce K is a darker nude in comparison to Celebrity Skin. It has more pinky tones to it, and it's much more wearable. However, it's nowhere near Daddy. And then this last shade right here is Mess Around from ColourPop. It is one of their satin formulations. And then I decided to swatch Daddy once more on this side to show you in comparison to Mess Around. Mess Around is a little bit more cool toned than Daddy, and it also has a little bit more mauve-y tones to it. But yeah, these are all very beautiful nudes in their own way. However, I could not seem to find a dupe for Daddy in my collection. Although I have heard if you mix Celebrity Skin and Posh Spice, which is another Jeffree Star Cosmetics lipstick, you could get a shade very similar to Daddy. So that was my review, comparison, and first impression of the Jeffree Star Cosmetics highlighter and lipstick. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more videos, and leave a comment down below letting me know whether or not you own any of the Jeffree Star Cosmetics line, and what's your favorite product. But thank you so much for watching.